no Christian, no real Christian can vote for Donald Trump. At least not one that can read, but, we're talking a Venn diagram. Donald Trump voters, people who know how to read, those circles don't touch, so I guess that disqualifies them already.
Hello, my friends, and welcome to another episode of The Dave Show. It is going to be a good one, I think, today, so I hope you enjoy it. Before we get started, I just want to give a shout out and a thanks to everybody that has purchased some official Idle Hands merch. I hope you enjoy it and wear it proudly or drink from it. Drink from it proudly. Okay, and then also, if you'd like to sponsor the show, there is a PayPal link in the description, and of course, there's always the super thanks down below. All right, well, hey, let's get into it. Let's shoot for 10,000 subscribers. Let's do it. The other day, President Trump pretty much null and voided the pardons that President Biden gave to the J6 committee members. The reason stated is that he didn't know what the heck was even going on. He didn't sign them. It was done by AutoPen. And anyways, this is just a funny little image that I found. And anyways, it just talks a little bit about the orders being rescinded. So, which I think is a good thing. I think all those people on the J6 committee need to go to jail. So that's my opinion. Joe Biden signing executive orders. I think that's probably pretty accurate for a lot of those things going on that Biden sent out in the last week or so of his term. My goodness. It sounded crazy, but it was true. Biden didn't even know where he was. I might have dementia, but at least I don't have dementia. Just yelling at people, yelling at the reporters. My gosh. This ink ain't black. That's funny. Oh, boy. And this. Okay, that's obviously computer generated, AI generated, but it's probably kind of accurate too. Spot on. That's funny. He's sleeping at the robot signing. So obvious that's AI generated as well, but it's funny. And then you have President Trump actually signing executive orders like a boss. In a recent press conference, Caroline Leavitt kind of embarrasses Caitlin Collins from CNN and needs to give her a kind of a reminder of what the heck she's doing as a profession. Check it out.
Or talking about issuing preemptive pardons to these people.
But was he aware of his signature being used on every single pardon? That's a question you should ask the Biden White House.
Is there any evidence on that he wasn't aware of it?
You're a reporter. You should find out.
Okay,
Sean.
so I have a question on the...
Caroline is way out of CNN's league. Yeah. You're a reporter. You should find out. Next question. Man, it's just like, come on, really? Really? Do you not know how to do investigative work anymore as a journalist? Like, that's what you should be doing to begin with. I don't get it. Caroline Leavitt is a breath of fresh air. Finally, someone in the White House isn't afraid to call out the media's bias. Caitlin Collins and CNN need to do their homework instead of pushing narratives. Yeah, and do your job. Come on. Caitlin Collins getting cooked. Laugh out loud, laugh out loud. These media clowns don't investigate crap. They just regurgitate whatever script they're handed. She got bodied. With the simplest clapback. Imagine calling yourself a journalist and needing someone else to do your damn job. Oh, that would be embarrassing. I don't know if I could show myself in that press conference for a little while. Calling Caitlin Collins a reporter is really generous. Carolyn just turned that interview into a masterclass of mic drop moments. You're a reporter. You should find out. Couldn't have said it better myself. Mm-hmm. Carolyn for the win. That's funny. Man, I love memes. They're so good. This next clip really encapsulates the doublespeak that a lot of the people on the left have. In one hand, they say, we don't want violence. And then they turn right around and literally in the next sentence say, yeah, but we're going to go for it. We're going to do it if needs be. So it is just wild. I don't know why this lady is not in jail while we have not seen footage of her being perp walked, of footage of the FBI smashing in her door at 3 a.m. with guns ablazing. Not ablazing, but drawn. We don't want anybody killed. But yeah, it's ridiculous that nothing is being done yet. Come on, Bondi. Let's do some cash. Come on, let's do it. Let's do it.
Get this man out of here now. But if that doesn't happen, and we're not promoting it for 1 second, but if that doesn't happen, there will be violence. Yes. And these people had the opportunity to stop it. And they didn't.
Cupcake, you don't know the meaning of the word. I don't think so. She should be in prison. Totally agreed. We aren't promoting it, but there will be violence. Doublespeak. Yes. Remove this president or there will be violence. Imagine if Trump supporters said that. The FBI would be kicking down doors by sunrise. It would actually be before sunrise because it'd end up probably being like at 3 a.m, 4 a.m. while everybody's asleep so they can, catch them by surprise and really get their adrenaline flowing. You know what I mean? Just scare the crap out of them. Yeah. They need to be held accountable for their hateful propaganda. Yeah, you have called him Hitler for years and you're shocked your followers are trying to kill him? Yeah, it's disgusting. So violent. And honestly, I would not be surprised if there is not another attempt on President Trump before he gets done with his 4 years, which, oh my gosh. Anyways, these people are disgusting. Ridiculous party. Trump is a dictator. Says the party that wants to decide if a baby should live, how much money you should earn, what energy source you can use, what words you can say, and if you should own a gun. And there are many, many more things that the libs try to control in your life because all they want is power. That's all they want. They could care less about the common folk of this country. All right, I'm showing this next clip because this is just kind of a representation of clips you see all over America. I think mostly, if not all, in blue states. I could be wrong. But it's just like, what is happening to the youth of our country? Gen Z, there is like this faction of Gen Z that are literally crazy. They have absolutely no social norms attached to them. And it's just like, they just do whatever they want in the moment without fear of consequence. And it's really sad. It's just sad. And it's kind of sickening. But this stuff happens over and over again. Okay. And this isn't like a black thing or a white thing or anything else. So please don't write in the comments that I'm a racist for showing this clip, okay? But it's just ridiculous that this even happens. Take a look. It's a real short clip. Here it is. This is exactly what happens when there's no repercussions to violent activity. And this is something that Bondi really needs to like jump all over and really make examples of these type of situations. People just stealing and jumping over counters. I've never seen it in my whole entire life. People just jumping over counters and just going crazy. Why is it always black women doing this? I don't really remember black guys hopping over the counter in any of these videos. And there's a lot of these videos out there, and I think he's right. It's usually the women that are doing it for some reason. I don't know. Is it the estrogen running through their system or something? I don't know. I don't know. Anyone want to bet they don't do this in El Salvador? Not a chance. They would probably get the crap beat out of them. And not just one day, probably multiple times if they ever try to do anything like what we saw in that clip. They are in full lockdown in that prison, which is the way it should be. I live in Wyoming. Yeah, we're doing fine. I bet you are. Jail time stops this madness. Exactly. Once there's consequences attached to these types of behaviors, they'll stop pretty quick. They'll stop real quick. This is easily fixed, but no one has the balls to fix it. When there are no repercussions or accountability, this will continue and most likely get worse. And I think it is starting to get worse. What city and what state was this? Probably a Democrat area would be my guess. And I think you are 100% correct, my friend. All right, I wonder why this never happens in red cities. I don't know if I would say never happens, but I guarantee you it's far, far less, for sure. So while looking for comments on the initial clip that we saw of the teenagers running rampant, hopping the counter to, I don't know, toss bottles of Coke out to the crowd. I don't know what the purpose was of that or what sparked that. It would really be interesting to see a little bit more context of that first clip. But while I was going through and finding comments, somebody had posted this next video. So it's not my original post, and it is totally not meant to be racist. This is only to show that the behavior is similar, okay? We're not comparing anybody to chimpanzees. We're not putting any kind of racial overtones over what we're about to see. This is strictly to compare the chaos of what we saw in the first clip to the little bit of chaos that we're about to see in the next clip. That is it. That is it. No racial undertones or overtones or any tones whatsoever, okay? So please do not write in the comments or try to ban this channel saying that I'm racist, because it has nothing to do with race. It is strictly to compare behavior, okay? I'm just warning you. Please do not get triggered. I can't even believe I even have to put this warning up. But, okay, let's get into it. We'll just rip this off like a Band-Aid, okay? All right, let's do it. Okay, so this is from King Francis III. So keep in mind that name. It's kind of a silly one, but okay, this is it. This is the clip that turd put up. I'm just sharing it with you. Again, it's about to compare the behavior. The behavior, okay? That's it. Okay. So can you spot the difference? That's the only question that he asks. Can you spot the difference in behavior? Okay? Here it is. Okay. So that's it. Okay, so here's what some people had to say. I understand that the term chimp out is completely racist, which first of all, I don't know that I've heard the term chimp out before. And I don't know why it would be considered racist. Again, I think we're starting with the golden new age. We're starting another age of not being politically correct. So we can all just take a breath and calm down and not be triggered by every other thing you hear or see, okay? But anyways, chimp out is completely racist. I don't agree with that. But that is literally what they're doing. Yes. What the clip is doing and what we saw in the very first clip. They just went berserk, okay? That for whatever reason, that's it. And actually, if you close your eyes and listen to both clips, they're eerily similar. They are. It's just lunacy, crazy. It's just crazy. I don't know what else to say. Okay. This is not society. This is what you get with kids not raised with any values, any father or mother setting, without any school education. While they obviously have some education. I mean, come on. But I know what you're saying. Yeah. It's a mess. It's a mess, and it needs to get cleaned up somehow. Ilhan Omar is popping up her racist, anti-American head and spewing out some more anti-American rhetoric and stupidity. And she is gathering with the other libs, having this stupid press conference, talking about the Alien Enemies Act and how they need to rename it to something a little bit more friendly, something a little bit more embracing, so it's not so threatening to say. She is absolutely stupid. The Alien Enemies Act was just invoked by President Trump, and it helps to deport these absolute vile pieces of trash, to get them out of our country, to send them back to South America or wherever they came from. These disgusting, vile human beings, they need to just rot in jail and never be heard from again, in my humble opinion, for all of the crimes that they committed, not only against their people, but against American people. They definitely don't deserve to stay in America. Just get them out, get them gone. And I'm really glad President Trump is using every single key that he has, ability, element, whatever you want to call it, to get this trash out of our country for good. But again, we're talking about the liberals right now and their absolute, utter stupidity. So let's take a look.
It is hard to imagine anything more un-American than that. The Trump administration's immigration policy is a threat to immigrants like criminals. America is too great to fall prey to Donald Trump's anti-immigrant agenda. We need to restore basic humanity to our immigration system, and that starts with repealing the Alien Enemies Act of 1798, with Our Neighbors Not Enemies Act. Together, we will end this xenophobic law once and for all.
Ilhan Omar declares the Alien Enemies Act un-American and unconstitutional. Yay. It was signed into law by one of the founding fathers and the second president of the United States, President John Adams. Yeah, yet it's completely un-American and not constitutional. Does she even know who John Adams is? Come on. Oh, she doesn't even know who John Adams is. I doubt she does. Methinks this alien enemy doth protest too much. Because maybe President Trump can use it to get her anti-American and anti-Semitic butt out of the country and out of Congress. She is a national threat, in my personal opinion. Ilhan Omar is an enemy of the state, hence her opposition to this very patriotic law. Of course she's against it. And of course the Democrats are standing against it because they are so anti-American. I don't understand why people just don't, the left say that that we're in a cult. But I think the actual truth is they're the ones in the cult, and they're so brainwashed, they think we're in a cult. Make it make sense. This is bizarro land we're living in. Ilan Omar lecturing America on what's un-American is a joke of the century. The founders knew how to protect this country. And quite frankly, in my opinion, my personal beliefs, they were inspired by God himself to create this country and to write the Constitution and all the everything else that went along with that, you know? It is inspired by a divine force. Anyways, Trump's just reviving their common sense. Yeah, totally. Totally. She needs to be thrown out of Congress. Yes. All right, my friends, that's enough of the random craziness out there. Buckle up. You're about to enter the Lib Zone.
I'm really happy that Trump won. You know, I'm a first-generation Mexican immigrant. My
Nice.
dad just got his citizenship this year. I helped him fill out his ballot. He did all Republican across the board. First language is Spanish. I'm really happy because RFK is going to regulate the FDA the way we want it to be regulated.
Yeah.
Get all the poisons out of here, I'm hoping. I'm really hoping that we get no taxes on tips, no taxes
Yes.
on overtime, no taxes on Social Security, and I'm hoping Elon helps, you know, cut the fat like he did on Twitter too. But I'm really happy. I think we got a good chance of some real good stuff happening.
Yeah, and I believe in that big, beautiful bill. Most of that stuff you just mentioned was in that bill. So, yeah, it's looking good for the American people. And Elon, even though he's getting a lot of pushback from all the stupidity on the left, he's doing a great job. And we love him and we appreciate his sacrifice. I mean, he's working for free, for crying out loud. He doesn't need to do this. He has more money than you could spend in 5 lifetimes. But, yeah, he does it because he loves his country and he wants everything to just work better. So cut it out, left. You're being stupid.
So it's a good day for America, in my opinion. But yeah.
Yes.
I saw the video of the guy celebrating that his school was the least vaccinated with like t-shirts and stuff and
Cool.
balloons and like a party
That won't stand.
for the least vaccinated. Not going to be told what to do.
That's
Freedom of
right.
health.
Those bastards that think for themselves. Ugh. They're disgusting. They're not part of the hive mind. They need to be part of the hive mind. It's good to be part of the hive mind. These people are so... Ah! She's
It's
crazy.
here.
Oh, God.
Long live Hamas. Long live, their really complex organizational skills that, I mean, even Israeli hostages have talked about their admiration and
Have they?
respect for.
Really?
Based off of what Trump has said about his business endeavors in Gaza. I think that he will definitely try to do so. I definitely think Hamas and the other resistance groups are going to probably kick his ass and kill a bunch of people if they are trying to,
Yeah.
do anything to Gazans' home.
Yeah, that's so funny.
I don't think that it would be successful, and I think that will bring a lot of harm to the U.S.
Well, apparently, my dear, it is very clear that you don't really love America. So my suggestion is hop aboard and fly over to Gaza, cozy up to your Hamas buddies and their complex ways of doing things and see how that goes, okay? See how much you're going to be loving it after being there for just a week or two. You're not, okay? You are a stupid, ignorant, GenZ buffoon that has no life experience. But yeah, go over there, check it out, see how fun the Hamas is, how they party on the weekends. I think you're going to be very disappointed in that once it's reality to you. Okay. Anyways, let's keep going.
I am totally terrified of Donald Trump. Today
Why?
he's threatening war with Iran openly on the internet, just
Gosh.
tweeting it out as if
You're so retarded, dude. You're so brainwashed.
if you're a Republican politician, I mean, what are we doing? You win the culture war, you win everything.
Yeah.
You can have the presidency for the next 1,000 years. Just please remove Donald Trump from office. Please impeach him. Please remove him from power immediately. He is not well. He is not well.
Just like President Biden was like just awesome. Like he was he was sharp as a tack, right? He was doing bat flips over everybody and behind the scenes when the cameras weren't rolling. Come on, guy, you're so stupid. Just seriously. But I think you are right. There's a good chance with the embedded cancer of ideology that is deeply infected in the left. I think we might have the presidency for the next 1,000 years. So you might be doing a self-fulfilling prophecy there, my man.
He bounces from one crisis to the next
because he's cleaning up Biden's mess. That's why.
This is what sick people do. Deranged, dementia. We're not going to make it, guys, and this is your mess.
Day 61 of being a girl, and we are in fact two different people. Some people on TikTok don't believe that we're not the same person. We're here to set the record straight. We're queer. What is it about us that people find so similar? Is it our brown hair? Is it the same sunglasses? Is it our smiles? Is it our crop top? Is it our musical theater degrees?
You said fighting for women's rights, equal rights. Can you think of any rights in America that men have that women don't have?
Absolutely. I'm not allowed to have a surgery on my uterus.
Okay.
And if a man was able that same option, he would be option.
Right, but men don't have uteruses.
No, they have scrotums, and if their scrotums was down to their knees, right, a doctor would say, oh, we need to fix that. They wouldn't say, oh, you need to have a baby.
What did you say?
What? Wait, okay, maybe I don't understand the whole fixing the uterus thing, but how would fixing hanging scrotums down to your knees be solved by having a baby? I mean, obviously a guy can't have a baby, but that's besides the point. In her bizarro fantasy world here, how would that solve the problem? Can somebody tell me? Because I don't know. I don't understand where her demented logic is coming from.
To fix that.
Right. I think that's a little bit of a conflation right there, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm getting my coffee just now, and I'm in front of the coffee shop.
Right.
I notice someone's coming out, so I stop. They open the door. I wait for them to come out.
Are those glasses real, or does she have some kind of filter running through TikTok that? Because it looks like the glasses are kind of moving a little bit more than what they should be. Is it just me? Is it just me? I don't know.
They're not coming out. Eventually I hear, come on in. Ladies first. And then I proceed to walk in. The man goes, that's the rule. And then says, you're welcome. And then leaves.
It's the problem.
I'm describing a situation of undiagnosed mental illness.
On your part?
I don't know what masculinity is wrapped up in holding the door open for women, but it's a weak one. And you need to find a new version of masculinity in order to survive in the future.
What?
Does that make sense?
No.
Stop being a bitch.
What are you talking about? Masculinity? It's not about masculinity, dude. Because I'm pretty sure you're a dude who believes he's a girl. He's a woman. So there's the mental illness you're talking about. So you're wrong on that count. But it's not about masculinity. It's about being kind, right? Throughout all of history, men are supposed to be, it's about chivalry, right? Like, you open doors for women. You put your cloak down in the puddle so the woman can cross over without getting wet and dirty. It's about opening the car door. It's about being a kind human being towards another human being, especially men towards women. It's been this way throughout all of history, and it's going to continue to be that way, regardless of how mentally ill you actually are. So, sorry, my man. You missed the mark on this one. And what can I say?
I'm not religious, but the more I learn about the Antichrist and how to spot the Antichrist and like what will happen and the defining characteristics.
You're talking about Obama, right? Is that what you're about to talk about? I'm pretty sure it is, right?
The more I am certain that Donald Trump is the Antichrist. I genuinely don't understand.
I'm shocked.
All the time I say that no real Christian can vote for Donald Trump. At least not one that can read, but we're talking a Venn diagram. Donald Trump voters, people who know how to read, those circles don't touch, so I guess that disqualifies them already.
Yes, because anybody that would vote for Donald Trump is just a complete idiot buffoon. They don't have the mental capacity to understand anything. We don't even have any sort of education, maybe second grade, but that'd be pushing it, right? You're completely stupid, lady. You're completely stupid. You are retarded, okay? I'm so tired of these lefties thinking they have the moral high ground, that they're just so superior in their intellectual prowess, that these dumb, ignorant baboons of Trumpers, I can't believe they even share our same air. Oh my gosh, these people are dumb.
But how can you know about the Antichrist and you don't think Donald Trump is the Antichrist? He fits like every single requirement.
What are they?
He fits every trait. And
what
I'm
are the
not
receipts? What are the receipts? Give me some receipts. Give me some comparisons, direct to one-to-one. Trait of the Antichrist to what Donald Trump has done or said. Let's see it. But of course you can't, because it's not there.
Religious, but Donald Trump makes me religious in the sense that I am so sure that man is the Antichrist. If there is an Antichrist, it is Donald Trump.
Oh, brother.
He makes me religious in the sense that I never thought that I would witness something like this going on.
Right.
And it's Christians who are supporting it. It's mind blowing. It boggles my mind.
This message is for the cartel. We didn't ask for this. We don't want any problems with you. Honestly, I was a big fan of your products in my 20s, okay?
Sure
I had a lot of fun. But might I suggest breaking the rules, get high on your own supply, and the man you're looking for lives at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue in Washington, D.C. Maybe pay him a little visit.
Maybe Cash should pay you a little visit. And, suggesting that the cartel get all hopped up on cocaine for a suicide mission, because that's exactly what it would be if they try to attempt some sort of assault, direct assault on Donald Trump, President Trump. They would be mowed down, and I don't think they would be successful. But seriously, what you just suggested should land you in jail, I think. But, I mean, who am I? I'm just a humble dude talking about the left's insanity.
I can't fit in the bathroom door. I can't fit in the bathroom door, Mom.
All right, I'll get him.
What?
I can't take care of my kids, but there's nothing I can do about it right now.
Nothing you can do? Really? Really? Nothing you can do? I think there was a few things you could do if you wanted to, and they wouldn't even involve taking any extra medications or anything, but it would be very difficult, and I know because I've been there. I mean, I've not been there. I haven't been in that situation, but I have been, and I am currently on a journey of weight loss, and it is not easy, but it is doable if you put your mind to it and put in the effort. But on another note, when I saw that clip, my first immediate thought was, how in the world does that woman use the bathroom? Because there is no way she's easily sitting on a toilet to take care of her business. And even if she could, there is no way that she's getting things cleaned down there by herself. She would not be able to do that. And that's where my mind went. I don't know why. But anyways, I feel for her. But this whole, movement of celebrating fatness that is embedded into our culture right now, That stuff needs to go. That stuff needs to be eliminated and not celebrated, because it's not good to be morbidly obese. Okay, I'm actually surprised she's still alive, to be completely honest. So I hope she can do what needs to be done to get some of that weight off. So at the very least, she could fit through the freaking bathroom doorway to go take care of her baby. What if her kid was in the bathtub and the kid slipped and went under the water? She would be helpless she would just be able to, all she could do is just stand there and watch her child drown in the bathtub. That is so horrible, and that's really dark. I apologize, but that is kind of the reality, because what if the mom wasn't home to... Anyways, it's a bad situation. She needs to get help, and I hope she can lose some weight. All right, so she can just be more healthy, just period. Because life is better when you have your health. It's not an exaggeration. Wow. That's kind of crazy.
Of all the races, who has the most beautiful hair?
Black.
Why do you say black?
Look at it.
But ma'am, why do black women wear white women's hair if they have the most beautiful hair?
It's not white women's hair for real.
So whose is it?
Everybody got that, except black people.
So why do they wear everybody else's hair if they have the most beautiful hair?
As in, like, wigs?
You said what?
As in wigs and stuff?
So I asked you who has the most beautiful hair. You said black. So why do black women wear everybody else's hair if they have the most beautiful hair?
Because it's just a hairstyle.
Because it's a hairstyle?
It's just a hairstyle.
So maybe white women have the most beautiful hair?
No. No more questions.
So it's funny watching that interviewer, because he's quickly realizing that the woman he's talking to and trying to interview she doesn't have the mental capability of understanding what he's actually talking about. And he's just realizing this woman is dumb as rocks. And he's trying to get the answer out of her, and she just is clueless to what he is actually trying to say or trying to ask. It's funny.
So Donald Trump claims to be the law and order president, yet he's a convicted felon with felons in his administration leading a goon squad who are ignoring court orders.
Okay, there are no goon squads, Harry. I'm sorry to break it to you. And I think what you're inferring to about disobeying court orders is when President Trump transported some illegals down to El Salvador. And some judge said, "Oh no, you can't do that. You can't. You have to bring them all back because I'm a stupid idiot and blah blah blah." Anyways, and I'm anti-American. So, but that didn't happen. Those vile people actually landed in El Salvador, and they're now being processed, and they have been processed at this point. And but anyways, two things I've heard. One, that the plane was outside of U.S. jurisdiction when the order was given by the judge. So who cares? They can't. They're not obligated, right? So they landed. The second thing I heard was that the plane was literally just about it, like they're in landing formation when the order came through, and the pilot was just like, whatever, we're landing. So either way, it wasn't that President Trump was willingly disobeying a court order, which again, I don't understand how these judges have the capability of overriding what the President of the United States does. I mean, he is the leader of the nation, but anyways, you're a moron, Harry. I'm sorry to break it to you. You're a shill of the left, and you won't be anything more.
Got it.
I just need to quickly rant about the fact that everyone around me, like at work, in the grocery store, like everywhere, is coughing, sneezing, like fully ill, and fully not wearing a mask, and fully not covering their mouth as they sneeze and cough.
They're not mentally ill.
It's just so concerning to me. Like, I feel like I'm starting to, like, become not a germaphobe, but just, like, so anxious every time someone next to me coughs or sneezes without doing anything. And, like, I'm ready to do something about it. Like, I'm ready to be like, what the fuck, bro? Like, I don't know how to approach these conversations with people. Like, I don't know how to be like, hey, can you please, like, care about my health and not
your mental health,
cough and sneeze all over the place? Can you please care about my health? Like, can you please, like, I can't get sick. I just can't get sick. I can't afford to miss work. I have a trip planned to go visit family. I cannot miss that. Like,
Sadly, this is a product of the COVID era when this kind of fear and delusion was freely sprinkled across the minds of a whole generation of young kids and young adults. And sadly, I don't think they're going to be able to break free from their being germaphobes and this mental illness. And it's sad. It's sad. She needs help. And it's just, you know, some people wear masks today because they're sick. And I totally get that, because they don't necessarily want to spread any germs going out. But if you're by yourself in a car and you're wearing a mask, you have mental illness. I'm sorry. All right, let's move on.
So I work at a Mexican restaurant, and last night I had a MAGA table come in.
Oh my gosh, how horrible.
Wearing the hat and everything.
Oh gosh.
And I just thought, why are you here?
Why?
This is not for you.
No.
You don't get to enjoy these flavors in this cuisine that comes from a country whose people you're trying to kick out.
Right.
This is not for you.
So it seems kind of obvious that maybe you don't really like America. So do you actually show your face and at a restaurant and order like a hamburger or a cheeseburger or something, or maybe some wings, or maybe get some pizza? Because that's a pretty American thing, and maybe you don't deserve to eat American cuisine because you are a stinking racist, young lady. You are a racist. I'm sorry, but you need help. You're on the crazy train. You're plugged into the hive mind, and it's very apparent. So let's see what she has to say.
Go home and eat some unseasoned chicken and green bean casserole like God intended.
Wow, that is so racist. That's like telling a black person to go eat some watermelon and fried chicken. If she, you know what I'm saying? If you would tell that to some black person, they would totally be outraged, and maybe they should be, because that is not a good thing to say. And neither is what this young lady said about traditional Caucasian Americans, right? I mean, give me a break. Ay, ay, ay.
The fuck?
Ooh.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
And they tipped $2 on $70.
Okay, if they tip $2 on a $70 meal ticket, that's not great. I will admit that. It's not because they're MAGA, though. It's probably because you were a total bitch to them and probably were throwing down microaggressions the whole time you were serving them and bringing stuff to their table. And quite frankly, I wouldn't be surprised if you spit in their food.
Yeah.
All right, everybody with the Ukrainian flag in your bio, here's your chance to show your support for Ukraine where it matters.
Okay.
You no longer just have to wave the Ukrainian flag and cry. You can actually join the Ukrainian National Guard. You don't have to do shit like this.
No, you don't want to do that. You definitely don't want to do that.
This doesn't help him. What's that? Wanted other people to go fight the war? Doesn't matter. What matters is innocent people are suffering, and you care about them.
Hey, if you're a politician and you're not doing a damn thing, get the hell out of our way.
What?
I mean, get the hell out of our way, because we are fed up with what is happening. There are politicians out there who are signing book deals, trying to get people to buy their books while we're in the midst of fascism.
Really?
There are politicians out there who say, oh, well, I can't do much. There are other parties in power. We have elected leaders like Bernie Sanders, AOC, Jasmine Crockett.
Which is part of your problem. If you're looking to them for help, you're looking in the wrong direction, my man.
People who are actively doing the work that we need them to do right now.
Yes.
So if you don't stand with us, if you're not actively trying to find a solution, or at least tell us what the solution is, get the hell out of our way.
Get out.
Because
Just get out.
you are not doing anything to serve us. You're only serving yourself.
Wow. It took this long for you to realize that? That the left only serve themselves? That they only look to retain their power? And to keep the gravy train going? You're just realizing this? Maybe you should become a Republican. Just saying.
Because your complacency might be okay for you and whatever crazy life you have. But
Okay.
for the 99% of us that are in the midst of this, your inaction is not acceptable. Get out of our way.
That's true. All right, my friends, watch out. We have a Crockett alert. Jasmine Crockett is about to say something just absolutely profound and just mind-blowingly beautiful and simplistic and patriotic. And so let's see what she has to say, because she is the future of the Democrat Party. All right. Let's see.
Many of you prepared for today's hearing by making sure that you got a little bit of information about immigrants and crime in your cities. Let me ask each of the mayors, just yes or no.
Here it is.
Have any of you been made aware of any immigrant that has had 34 felony convictions that has still been able to roam around in your cities?
Oh, so profound.
Anyone?
So profound.
34 felony convictions
Yeah.
from the immigrants.
Okay, first of all, I can guarantee you, and I know for a fact, that there are lots of criminals out there, illegal or legal, American, whatever. There are criminals out there with more than 34 felony convictions on their record that are roaming free, because the Democrats just, they don't care. They just release these people out into the public to do more damage because it's by design. Okay. All right, let's go.
Anybody?
I'm not aware.
Oh, okay.
She
Okay.
is so
I'm just curious because we are so concerned about crime, and I know that my Republican colleagues would never want anybody with 34 felony convictions roaming around, because that could be a danger to the community. But
wait, what are you implying here, Crockett? What subtle implications are you trying to give here? Are you talking about President Trump? You're so stupid. You're stupid. I'm sorry, you're stupid. I can't believe. Well, I know how you got into Congress. I just can't believe people are still voting you in. It's amazing. Come on, Texas. You can do better. Please do better.
But I will move on.
Marjorie Taylor Greene and Lauren Boebert can heckle Biden and say whatever the fuck they want to say in Congress, and they don't get kicked out.
No.
But Greene stands up for 2 seconds and says something against Trump, and he gets kicked out of Congress. That's fucking double standard.
Not really, because the first examples you gave, if they get up and they heckle Biden, they just heckle and then they sit down, right? Greene was told repeatedly to stop doing what he was doing, and he just ignored the order given by Johnson. And Johnson said, hey, listen, if you keep on doing it, we're going to have the sergeant at arms come in and remove you. And Greene was basically like, F you, I'm going to keep waving my cane towards the president, and I don't care what you say. That is why he got kicked out of the gallery, okay? That's why he got kicked out. There's no double standard here. So shut up and just be quiet, okay? Just be quiet. You don't know what you're talking about.
And I'm disappointed with the rest of the Democrats who just sit there waving their little stupid signs and not standing up and all getting kicked out. Like, what the fuck?
Are liberals finally realizing that the Democrats aren't on our side? Or is this one of those things like how liberals right now are like, yeah, Trump supporters are really starting to regret their vote? Like, they're not. Quick disclaimer, I'm not a Trump supporter. I'm on the actual left. You know, the actual left.
Did you have the Statue of Liberty getting deported on your 2025 bingo card?
No.
Because I didn't.
Nobody did.
A French MEP is asking for the Statue of Liberty to be returned to France. Which, of course, begs the question, how many Trump supporters know that the Statue of Liberty comes from France?
Because you're just so superior in your education, and we dumb Trumpers would know that the Statue of Liberty came from France, because we don't have that education that you're talking about. Is the way these people, they're so arrogant. They just sniff their farts all day long. Gosh.
And while, of course, this is never going to happen, I think the sentiment is really significant because it indicates what many countries around the world think of us and our current administration. While up to 77 million Americans haven't been able to see it, those around the world can clearly see what this administration is up to and what Donald Trump has tried to do or done over the past not even 2 months.
Make America great? Bring in the golden age? What are you talking about, lady? that guy from France he's just looking for a soundbite. He's just trying to get some attention. That's all he's doing. Give me a break. Like, this is a serious request. And first of all, even if they really, really wanted to, what are they going to do? They're going to come get it? Yeah, that would not go well if the French tried to rip the Statue of Liberty off of Ellis Island and take it back to France. Fafo, my friend, Fafo.
I love that they're asking for it back. We deserve that right now, based on who our current president is.
It's time for Dave's Detox.
Sunny.
He's like, don't. That's funny.
I'm sorry, Mama. I scared you.
Uh-oh. That's funny. Ooh, it's a cicada. I think those things are scary. Aw. Boink. Aw. We used to do that with our dog Blake. I miss Blake. Oh, okay, that's kind of random. Now, on a Rottweiler. Look at that tongue. Oh, no. No. Get out of there. That's funny. Nice. Oh, gosh. Have to trust in your skill. Have to wipe out. That's funny. Oh no! It's awesome.
Really?
Oh, wow. It's a big goose. Or that's a small pony. I don't know. Oh, nice. Oh no! Squirrel just totally biffed it. What? What's going on?
Ow!
Oh.
Stop.
Oh. It's feisty.
This is what he does when the TV's not on.
Aw. That's awesome. Chilling. He's ganking it. I wonder what that is. Candy or something? All right, my friends. Well, I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, please consider subscribing, liking, sharing, slapping that bell around, doing all that jazz. And please tell your friends and family about Idle Hands and what we're doing here on the channel. And we're just looking to grow the channel and to grow our wonderful community, because you guys and gals are absolutely the best. All right, until the next episode, stay safe, know that you are loved and appreciated, and of course, until we meet again, have a great day.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear.